Hey guys, it's Harleywood. Welcome back. All right, first and foremost, today is Dad's Day. All right, I'm not calling it Father's Day. I'm going to call it Dad's Day because it's much harder to be a dad. Anybody can father a kid, but if you're a dad, you know what I'm talking about. So happy Dad's Day to those of you who dad a kid. It's kind of fitting. Unfortunately, I wish I didn't have to make this video. I wish I didn't have to show you what I felt necessary to put in my truck. All right, a couple weeks ago was the Uvalde school shooting, and the day after, it may have been 2 days after, I emailed my contacts at Grayman Tactical and I said, I want to carry a plate carrier in my truck. Can you send me another seat back rig? All right. For those of you who saw my video, in fact, I think it was about this time last year, I showed you, I'll post a card right up here on the screen somewhere. I showed you the RMP, which is the seat back setup. I showed you everything that I have in it. It's evolved a little bit since then, but I'll also post a link in the description below if you want to check that video out afterwards. Today, I'm going to show you what I have put in the truck to supplement what I already had in the unlikely and unfortunate event that something like that school shooting happens again. Now, in that last video, a lot of people commented that I'm paranoid, I don't need to carry this kind of stuff. Hey, I'll give it to you. I will give you that I am paranoid. I am paranoid that something would ever happen to my kids like what happened to those kids in Uvalde. So I want to be prepared in the unlikely and unfortunate event that something like that ever happens again. It's a mild inconvenience to have something like this, you know, kind of in the way of my daughter's knees and feet in the back of the truck. Before we get into the back of the truck, there is a mindset that goes into this, all right? I was at an event recently and one of my coworkers brought his girlfriend. She's left-leaning, very anti-gun, although by the end of the conversation, she wanted to come out to the property. She wants to try to shoot for the first time. So we'll see, maybe there'll be a little series out of that. But she didn't understand the mindset and the mentality of carrying because I carry everywhere that I go, right? And she didn't understand it. And I even told her to the degree that when I sit down in a restaurant, my wife already knows, I face the door. I face wherever a threat could possibly come in from. And as I was talking to her, you could see some of the lights starting to go on in her head. And she was like, wow, it kind of makes sense, right? So it's a mentality, it's that, you know, it sounds cliche, it's that sheepdog mentality to always be prepared to protect those like her who may unfortunately be the sheep. Let's get into this truck. So you can see right here, my daughter's seat. From this angle, it doesn't look like there's much room, but there's probably a good, I don't know, 12 or 16 inches of room up there. And honestly, when she rides with me, I may not even need that in here. So we'll see. We'll see how it bothers her. And here you can see it with the bag installed over it. All right, so there is a bag that kind of keeps it less visible. So if somebody happens to look in through your truck, they're less likely to see it. I don't remember if I showed this on the previous video, but a lot of people were concerned about my other seat rack system and some of the stuff that I had on there, that somebody could look through the window and see it, but I do have the bags on them. So in the back here, you see the RMP, that is the rigid MOLLE panel, and attached to the top of it here is the Tough Hook. A lot of you are probably familiar with that. If you're not, Tough Hook is an independent brand of Grayman Tactical, and they make these hooks that you can hang your plate carriers on that, you know, if you've ever tried to hang a plate carrier loaded with plates on a hanger in your closet, you've probably broken the hanger, so this will not break. Okay, so you can see on the RMP here, I have it affixed with the strap going around the actual seat this time. So it goes around, it tucks in the crevice of the seat. You can't even see it in the front. Whereas on the one on the other side, which I'm going to take off and redo, I had it attached on the bottom here and down around the seat rails on the bottom. The problem is when your seat slides forward and backwards, a lot of times it would put stress on the strap going around those seat rails. So this prevents that. The whole thing just rides with the seat itself. And to keep this system from flopping around a bunch, you can see there's a strap across the bottom of it here. So all you'd have to do is break that loose and then you can take it off the hook and access your plate carrier. Right, and kind of new, I guess, for this system are these rings that interface with your headrest. So previously on that other system over there, there's a strap that runs around the headrest. So this one now has dedicated rings to hang the RMP. If you're a parent, you will appreciate this. 100%. The best thing about this system is it keeps dirty little footprints off the back of your seats. All right, guys, that's it. So I'm gonna post a link in the description below. If you're interested in an RMP, I also have a discount code. I'll put it on the bottom of the screen here as well as in the description down below. Again, I wish we didn't have to carry stuff like this. I wish we didn't live in a society where there were bad people. but unfortunately there are. So if you want to be prepared, they have a lot of other cool stuff. I have done a bunch of videos from Grayman. In fact, I'll post links to all of those videos in the description below. Lots of cool content. Check it out. And that's it, guys. If you like this video, do me a favor, give it a like down below. It helps with the algorithms, helps this video go a little bit further, and helps more people see this channel. As always, I appreciate your time watching. Hope you have a great Dad's Day. Lots more videos to come, and I'll see you in the next one.